If you like it a little bit spicy.
Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about number 4 ranked junior fencer, I think number 23 ranked senior fencer, Jaimie Cook. So what's notable about him, despite being extremely young, I think he's like 20 years old right now, is he's doing really well at both the junior and the senior level. And if you haven't heard of him, Juve Fencing, I've got to shout out our other creators because there's, dozens of us.
There are dozens of us!
See from this highlight reel that he gets some pretty sick hits, some pretty clippable stuff. Now, aside from being just, super nasty and fun to watch, the other notable thing about him is that he's not the tallest fencer in the world. So this is Giant Slayers 2, and we're going to be talking about some of the tools that Cook uses in his fencing and how you can apply them. For those of you who don't know, Jaimie Cook is the son of legendary Scottish fencer Keith Cook. Keith spent many years on the circuit. I think when most people think of the Cook's cooking, they're really thinking about bold, exciting flavors. I think Jaimie in particular has garnered a reputation for flashy highlight reel fencing, including crazy infighting angles, rapid flash attacks, wild counters, and of course, some very pretty flicks. I've compiled a little father-son compilation here from what I could find on YouTube from both Keith and Jaimie, so I really hope you guys enjoy. So those are some pretty spicy touches we just watched. As you can probably imagine, that these videos take a lot of work, so if you could
Lisa,
a like, a subscribe, or a comment. But as cool as they are, I'd argue that it's actually the setups behind them that are the real secret ingredients to how Jaimie cooks. I'm sorry, I would say I'd stop, I can't. So anyway, let's get back to our original question. What are Jaimie's tools? To answer that question, we're going to be looking at Jaimie's match versus Alexander Choupenitch at the Tokyo World Cup in December of 2024. Why this matchup? Well, simply put, Choups is 196 centimeters tall or 6'5". Just like in our Amora video, the main problem that Jaimie's going to be having is being able to reach him. So you're going to see a lot of counters from Choups. This is some really intelligent fencing from Choupenitch, how he's just kind of standing there pointing at his target and letting his height do most of the work. Just like eating your veggies is good for you, there's a reason you hear so many coaches say, hey, bend your knees in competitions. I know a lot of newer fencers really hate grinding footwork and it can be kind of dull, but Jaimie's low, wide stance and controlled movements are essential to success. On the screen right now, you'll be seeing the unguards from Amora and Lepeshu, two fencers we discussed in our last Giant Slayers video, followed by Jaime, and lastly by Nick Itkin. The outlier here is Nick, who's 188 centimeters tall, or 6 foot 2 inches, but I think it's really important to highlight just how meta a wide low unguard has become, across all heights. Jaimie's strong unguard affords him the ability to use both conventional and unorthodox movement techniques. On the classical side of things, you'll see him implement appels, hops, and changes in rhythm to invite attacks or enter his own distance. He's also famous for incorporating unorthodox moves into his fencing, like high hops with lots of airtime, Korean single leg hops, stutter steps, and lateral motion. It's also really important that you don't walk away from this video thinking, oh, I should just, run around like an idiot and that's going to score you touches. It's really important you understand that part of what makes Jaimie so successful is that he has a really finely honed understanding of distance, meaning he knows when he's in danger and when he can strike. You may notice that he also chains many of his movements together, so it's not just like, oh, I'm going to hop around and then hit you. He'll often do something and then something else and something else, and this adds layers to his fencing. So I strongly recommend that if you're having unsuccessful defense, maybe try adding some more layers. Alright, so we've covered his footwork, now let's talk about Jaimie's blade work. Before we get into a real deep talk here, let's count how many times Jaime scores through the blade in this match.
Coincidence? I think not!
So we've learned that Jaime uses some interesting movement mechanics to provoke his opponents in close distance, but that's only half the story. Jaime also makes use of several techniques to create pressure with his arm. Let's revisit the first touch from the beginning of the video. In my opinion, this touch is the best touch of the match, as it showcases everything we just talked about regarding Jaime's footwork and what we'll be discussing with his blade work. Can you count how many times Jaime hits Choups' blade?
Beautiful!
So yeah, I counted 28, but the important thing there is to realize not just how many blade actions Jaime did, but the variety. Break down Jaime's blade actions into 3 categories: swiping through the blade, sticking to the blade, pressing it, or binding it, and finally cordial invitations, where he's taking giant sweeping parries that actually open up his own target, begging his opponent to counter. Anyway guys, this is a lot of fun to make. I hope you learned something. Sorry these take so long. As you can imagine, they take literally hundreds of hours for me because I'm really slow at editing. But if you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and or a comment, and we really appreciate it. Good luck to everybody fencing at the Vancouver World Cup this weekend.